Welcome back to the teeZee Book Reviews podcast. I'm your host, Jessica, joined today by my fabulous co host, Charlie. How's it going, Charlie?
Hey Jessica, I'm doing great and I'm excited about today's episode. We've got a deep dive into Shari Franke's memoir, The House of My Mother, A Daughter's Quest for Freedom. It's a gripping read that unravels the complexities of family drama, faith, and personal liberation.
Absolutely, Charlie. For those unfamiliar, Shari Franke comes from the Franke family, known for their popular YouTube channel, 8 Passengers. This book gives an inside look that's starkly different from the picture-perfect family image they projected online. Let's kick things off with some context for our listeners. Shall we?
Sure, Jessica. Shari's memoir takes us behind the scenes, exposing hidden abuse that she and her siblings endured under the oppressive parenting style of her mother, Ruby Franke. In the book, we see how her mother's strict moral code, influenced by life coach Jodi Hildebrandt's controversial Connections program, inflicted deep psychological and emotional scars.
Several themes are illuminated through Shari's narrative. Perhaps the one that stands out most starkly is the portrayal of child abuse and trauma. Shari doesn't shy away from detailing her experiences, the manipulations, the rigid control, and the emotional turmoil. It's heartbreaking yet eye-opening to read.
Definitely. And it raises crucial points about recognizing and addressing child abuse. Shari emphasizes the importance of vigilance and speaking up when suspecting or witnessing abuse. It's essential not just to break cycles of silence, but to protect vulnerable children at all costs.
What struck me, too, was the exploration of family dynamics. This book isn't just about pointing out the flaws, but it delves into the intricate relationships within the family. We see a lot about power imbalances and how Shari's mother's need for control turned into a myriad of emotional abuses.
The element of influencer culture adds another layer to the story. Shari reveals a lot about the pressures of maintaining a faultless image online, which often masked the underlying issues. It's a cautionary tale on the potential dangers of influencer culture, especially concerning families and children.
Exactly. It makes you rethink the glossy realities presented on social media. The memoir urges readers toward media literacy, encouraging us to question online personas and the motives behind curated images. It's a call to be critical thinkers in our digital age.
We also can't ignore the complex interplay of faith and religion in Shari's life. Her story shows how religious beliefs can both comfort and control. Shari's mother often used religion to justify her parenting style, which created isolation and immense pressure for Shari. It's a poignant examination of the influence of faith within the family structure.
Shari's eventual journey to find her own spiritual path, despite her upbringing, is truly compelling. Her struggle and eventual break from religious constraints resonate with many readers who've faced similar dilemmas. It's a testament to seeking personal truth and freedom.
This brings us to the theme of resilience and healing. Although Shari went through a lot, her journey is ultimately one of resilience. Her story is about self-discovery, the power of therapy, and personal growth in overcoming trauma.
The memoir indeed underscores the transformative power of seeking professional help. Therapy and self-reflection played crucial roles in Shari breaking free from her past and beginning to heal. It's an inspiring reminder to prioritize mental health and seek support when needed.
Speaking of surprises, the book boasts some unexpected twists. Did any stand out to you, Jessica?
Oh, definitely. The revelation of Shari's early experiences with physical abuse, like being slapped as young as 5 or 6, was intense. Not to mention the arrest of her mom, Ruby, and Jodi Hildebrandt on charges of aggravated child abuse. That was a turning point in Shari's life and added gravity to the narrative.
Completely. Another surprise was Shari creating her own YouTube channel. It shows how deeply ingrained these family patterns are and raises questions about repeating cycles. But her grace and understanding towards her father, despite her rocky relationship with her mother, were equally surprising. It showed a mature perspective on complex familial relationships.
Yeah. Her nuanced view challenges readers to reconsider family dynamics and prompts us to reflect on forgiveness and moving forward. Despite everything, Shari entertains the possibility of forgiveness, which is quite profound.
Indeed, the house of my mother is packed with lessons. From recognizing child abuse and the dangers of influencer culture to the power of therapy, this book teaches us so much. And let's not forget the importance of finding your own voice and speaking your truth.
It's a poignant memoir that offers not just a look into Shari's personal struggles, but universal lessons about resilience, hope, and freedom. Reading it forces us to critically examine the online content we consume and emphasizes mental health awareness.
Well said, Jessica. I hope our listeners take away that no matter the circumstances, healing is always possible. Shari Franke's courageous storytelling empowers survivors and encourages reflection on our part in media consumption.
Agreed. Thanks, Charlie, for joining me on this enlightening discussion. We recommend our listeners to pick up The House of My Mother and dive into this powerful read. It's a book that will stay with you long after you turn the last page. Thanks for tuning in to teeZee Book Reviews. Until next time.
Thanks, everyone. Stay curious and keep reading.